Welcome to the Cozy Archives, guys. And here we usually read fanfic and react to it together, you and me. But this time it's going to be a little different. It's going to be more about the fanfic in general and the motivation we get from it, from reading it. A lot of people, as do I, get motivation from reading fanfic to go to the gym and work out and build our bodies and whatnot. And I feel like this is the topic that I think I kind of wanted to cover because why do we get such motivation from fanfic? What propels us to read it and then go to the gym after? Well, I think actually it's a little similar to how we may watch something like anime and get motivated from that. Now, the whole working out thing kind of ties into a little bit of the love and heartbreak side of things that I think is not really, it's not really talked about, but given with reading fan fiction to get motivation, a lot of our fan fiction we're reading, or yaoi or whatnot, whatever is your lane, is going to be about like romance, obviously. So clearly we get something from the romantic side of things, and the fact that usually in these stories and fanfics, people are devoting themselves to other people and devoting themselves in a way where they may be bettering themselves in doing things and making sure they're being compassionate, patient, in things that a lot of qualities that kind of travel over into like showing yourself that in the gym or the gym world. And I feel like there's also the layer of if you're into heated rivalry. Now, if you're one of the people who are into heated rivalry, like a lot of people who read fan fiction, including me, you probably also have this layer of this angst and vigor going into it where you get a little bit of motivation from the drama going on. Which, yes, drama is technically kind of like included in what I'm saying here with the angst. But drama is even a whole nother side of it that could be like a motivation, you know? When you get really worked up over a reality TV show you watch or something like that, there's a similarity to getting up and, like, personally, me after a reality TV show, I kind of want to just lay on the couch and couch rot. But let's say there's drama in the anime that you're watching and you get super duper, like, caught up in it, but afterwards you're like, that made me want to go to the gym. That always happened to me with Demon Slayer, but moving on. We kind of have that layer of it too, where, obviously if it's something like maybe Bakudeku coded or something like that, there's that whole aspect that does have the fighting. And then there's the body images of the people we're reading about. Now, there are different types for different people, but most of the time we're probably going to be reading about people who have our desired or, attracted to body image, which means probably most of the time they're going to be ripped or whatnot and be jacked. So that is another motivator. When you are maybe reading X readers, you kind of get that motivation of like, I want to be that person who kind of can be with that person, you know? You know what I'm getting here? And yeah, you want to have like the desired aesthetic that, like they go for and everything. However, if you're not and you're reading yaoi or another X, MXM or female X female or, straight, it's kind of like you get that aspect of like, yes, I'm still like, I'm not like in it in like thinking that, oh, I need to go get this to be like this, like I just went over back there. But you're kind of getting the aspect more of like, I'm getting motivation from seeing these people do things for each other and like, kind of like work out the fact that they maybe need to catch up with the other one or something, if you know what I mean. Either way, when you're kind of reading these pieces of art, you probably are getting a little bit of that motivation or just extra energy that we get to go and pursue things we want in our own life. Now, the other aspect that also I think ties into there, which might be my last one, is the slice of life aspect of it all, romanticizing life a little bit more. I feel like fanfic actually does the best job at romanticizing life. Even if it's sad and ripping your heart to pieces in the fanfic, it's gonna romanticize life to a certain way. In general, I think when you're reading something, just like writing someone a cute little letter, you're romanticizing it. And I feel like that kind of just gives you the feel and the need to go into your life and romanticize that too. No matter what you're doing, romanticizing a workout, going and spending time on yourself. The other thing that I am going to add in a last little point here that I think carries into it a lot. There is a lot of growth in the fanfic, and even if you're just reading pieces of fiction and books. There's a lot of growth in a lot of things that authors write, and I know I've read a lot of fanfics myself that have a lot of growth in them. You really almost go into the character's development very heavily, especially if you're reading more than just one-shots, like a book or something that someone wrote on AO3 or a fanfic. And that kind of gives a whole nother layer of character development that you kind of like feel like you may want to develop more in your life too. Or at least that's how I connect to fanfic and get motivation from it. So I kind of just wanted to make this little video because I feel like it's something that not a lot of people talk about, and I definitely was also curious myself as why? Why do we get so much motivation from reading fanfic? And I kind of asked myself, I went real deep, guys, and I kind of went into myself and asked myself, like, into my mind. I didn't not mean to say it like that, but into my mind and asked myself, why do I read this fanfic to go get me motivated in the gym? And why do so many other people read fanfic to get you motivated to go to the gym? And just, for me in general, kind of help me do better in life, I think there's a big lesson out of this, especially if you read yaoi. We are just elite, guys. We just know how to get the peak motivation. We just know where it's actually all really at, Jokes aside, we do get this weird motivation from it. And this video was just because I was curious on it. So if you stayed and you like it, subscribe maybe. If you do like fanfic, I do read it on here. And I mostly do anime, as you can see. Wrong side. As you can see, I mostly do anime. I do a lot of yaoi. I do a lot of reading. I've done Gojo Geto ones, I've done Megami Yuji ones, and all that jazz. I also have a series on here called Is It Cooking or Is It Cooked? And that one is about random ass fanfic. I just did Donkey and Shrek. Wow. Like Donkey x Shrek fanfic for you guys, so you're welcome. It kind of scarred me, but we also do that on here. If you're looking forward to that kind of content, please subscribe and I will be giving you more of that kind of content. If you like this video, give it a like. It's very appreciated, and give it a comment down below how you relate with what I'm saying right here, because I really it was just me thinking of things in my head, and I was kind of like, yeah, this is why I think I get motivation from it. But I do think it's I was very curious about the topic. I'm not going to keep rambling. Thank you for joining me in this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.